Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be showing you how to add a course offer. Course offer is a particular organization's unique delivery for a course the learners are enrolled into. You can have multiple course offers for the same course. The course offers are then made up with unit of competencies called as unit offers that a learner needs to study for the duration of their qualification. Let's look at how to add a course offer. At the very top, choose Course Offers, and on the left, click on Add New. The process for setting up a course offer is essentially the same regardless of what type of course offer you're setting up. The fields will definitely vary depending on the type of course that you're offering. If it's an accredited course, then you have to complete all the EVITMIS fields as required for reporting. If it's non-accredited, then all you require is just the code, a description, and dates. But before you start keying in all this information, you need to choose what course you're offering. So place your cursor on the course tab and choose the course. Now the best practice for a course offer is for it to be set for a particular duration, either of a calendar year or per contract period. So when you set it up for a calendar year, irrespective of what intake the student is coming into, you would just be adding or enrolling all these students into the same course offer. If it's a particular contract period, sometimes with Queensland you have an agreement period. You can even enroll students by that agreement period. But if you do it that way, you could have continuing students that are going into the next agreement period. You just have to remember to update them within the same course offer with the new agreements. So, as I said, the best practice would be to create it for a calendar year. But in some situations, like if you're an international college, you could have intakes. So you create a course offer per intake just to make it easier for your enrollment officers to enroll the students, produce the offer letters, and give them the confirmation of enrollment. In this example, in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a course offer for a calendar year. The offer code is something that would tell you what year and what kind of a course it is. So we would just create an offer code called 2018, Fee for Service, Certificate 3 in Business Admin. So when I look at this offer code, I know this is a course just for fee-for-service students studying in 2018. The status, active, because it's currently being taught. The offering start and end, as I said, I would go for the entire year. When there's a specific intake, you could have an offering start and end and an enrollment period start and end. The difference between these is the offering start and end is the actual course start and end date. The enrollment period is the period in which you're accepting enrollments within that course offer. Now, because this is a rolling intake and I'm creating a course offer for the entire calendar year, I'm just going to put the same start and end even for the enrollment period. The expected award date, if required, that's nothing but the graduation date. The orientation date, if you have like an orientation date before the students start, again, these things come in relevant when you have particular intake dates, within the course offer. In this case, it's just like the entire calendar period. So obviously the expected award date and the orientation date will change per enrollment within the course offer. So you can choose to leave those blank. Put in a tentative number of how many registrations you're expecting for this year. And a minimum. Here's the coordinator. Now, as you can see, these fields are not mandatory. It's up to you whether you want to fill these up. Now, in terms of the course offer type, the course offer type is a customizable drop-down. If you want to use it, you can. So you can put in options like domestic, international, funded, non-funded, or any of those different things within the course offer type, and it can be customized under the settings and drop down list. Language the course is taught in, and the duration of the course. If it's a year-long course, we go 52, and whatever is the part-time duration if you're offering part-time. If you have any Auspice partnership and you have another organization delivering your courses, you can even link other delivery organizations to the course offer. I'm not going to show you the online enrollment connector in this video, as we will be having that be in the online enrollment video. With the Evitmus defaults, now as I said, because it's an accredited course, by default the system takes that for Evitmus to be on because it's reportable. You choose the appropriate program status, the contract type. Now again, the program status and the contract type is not relevant for this course offer because it's fee for service. So I'm going to skip these two fields. The commencing course identifier and the study reason. Now these things are all related to an enrollment. The reason you see these fields against the course offer is just for you to reduce the amount of data entry that you have to complete when you enroll your students. So when you add these details at the course offer level, the students will automatically inherit these fields, and you don't have to kind of choose these values again at the enrollment level. So we go to the commencing course identifier, usually a number 3 because the student is commencing the qualification in this year. Study reason, I usually recommend these to be left blank unless it's a short course, because obviously the students may choose different reasons for their study. And then the study mode, if it's full-time or part-time. Choose the location where it's being delivered, the delivery mode. Now, because it's 2018, I'm going to give the Evitmus 7 a skip. You just need your Evitmus 8 codes. So it's a classroom-based training, so I'm just going to go the delivery mode internal, and then the predominant delivery mode is internal. But if you are enrolling students that are online or correspondence or a combination of these two, then you have to choose the appropriate option from the drop-down. The funding source national, again, if it's a funded course offer, then you have to choose if it's a Commonwealth specific program or a state specific program, or if it's like recurrent. For example, like the Skills Victoria contract would be a recurrent program, would be like 11. Or if it's like Commonwealth specific funding for a particular course that you're offering. So it just depends on what type of funding you're getting. In this case, it's a fee for service contract, so I'm just going to go with 20, which is a domestic full fee paying client. I'm delivering in Victoria, so I choose the Victorian contract, so I know the code. I'm just going to go yes, and big fee for service. In some cases, because you're new to the system, you may not know how to find these codes. So the best thing to do is start by typing the description. So if you're looking for a particular fee for service contract per state, I would start by typing fee for service there. So what this does is it automatically kind of filters the entire list by any fee for service or full fee paying contract. Then I can easily identify the funding source state. The contract, we created a new contract for fee for service in the previous video. We choose that. Fee exemption, it's all fee for service, so we put it to a none for now at this point, and leave the concession, Beton School and all that blank because it's not for funding. The unit training details, again, if it's something that you can set up as a default at the course offer level, go ahead and put in the trainer and the SSR and the venue and everything. But if it's different for different units, then leave that blank. Same with the fees and the other information. If you're an international provider, don't forget to put in the crack course code in here. We go save. The next step is to go into unit offers on the left, go into action at the top right, click on add or edit unit selection, and pick and choose the units that form part of this qualification, whatever you're delivering. So just pick and choose those. To make it easier for you to choose, you could also go in and put in the unit type So allocate them as a core and elective, so all your units would stay at the top and you can quickly pick up your units. Once you've chosen your units, go all the way down, go into the action, confirm, and save. Now your course offer is ready with the unit of competencies and as unit offers, and you're all set to create your enrollments and enroll your first student. Thank you for watching.